Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to edit a landscape photograph with particular focus on how to use layers. So if you are a new user to Capture One and you wonder how the layer function works and how to optimize and maximize output by using layers in your photograph, then this video is for you. So stick around till end and we'll edit this landscape photograph by using layers. So let us first understand what is the layer. So if you have been Lightroom users, as you know, in Lightroom we have a local adjustments tool like gradient selection, radial circle, brush tool. So layers are similar to those tools in Capture One, but the difference in Capture One is while using layers in Capture One, you can apply every single selection to those individual sliders, which is not possible in Lightroom. So let's begin in this photograph. So as you can see, this photograph, the highlights are pretty much well. We just need to do little bit correction on highlights. So if I use this slider and pull down highlights all the way, so it has recovered details in sky, but at the same time it has taken away. Pay attention to this area. This is without highlight recovery and this is with highlight recovery. So the glow which is falling on this part of the wall from the sunlight, it has taken that away and we don't want that. So how do? We just want to recover the highlights in this sky only. So for that we take a new layer, filled layer, we go to Luma range and put white points all the way up, and let us remove dark pixels from the selection. So let's put the display mask and you keep taking till we have the selection what we want. Bring sensitivity also to 0 so it does not create any sharp edge or the halos, and we can increase the radius a bit so it will ensure the selection in between this branch, and maybe sensitivity tiny bit. Let's remove some more dark pixel. So that's done. If you hit M on your keyboard, it will show the mask. Let's zoom in to the image a little bit. So as you can see, it has done nice selection, but still this area has bit of selection as well. So to remove that, it's very simple. Just take the eraser tool, make a brush size little bigger, and just remove selection from this area. You go out of the selection, just undo and you go little slow and precisely by the edges, around the edges. That's it. So this is pretty much done. Then if you hit right click here and if you do refine the mask, so it will take care of any sharp edges or any halos and it will smoothen those edges. That's it. Let's hit M again to hide the mask. So now what we have is we have the nice selection of the sky. So now if we pull down the highlight, see, pay attention to this area. It is not affecting anything in this area. It is only recovering the highlights in sky. Now we can do whatever we like here. We can change the white balance of this area. So let's set to the daylight. Let's go to the color tab, go to color balance, go to highlight. Let's enhance the highlight a little bit and give a very nice sunrise glow. maybe till here. Let's go to shadows and let's give shadow. So in this area, shadows are the darker clouds and the highlights are the brighter clouds. So let's make the darker clouds bluish. Yep. Let's go back to once again and brighter cloud, yellow, oranges. There you go. Let's see the difference. Look at this plain sky and look at the skies with a lot of details. Let's go back to the exposure tab, and maybe what we can do, we can give a little bit of clarity to pull out the texture in the clouds and reduce the structure tiny bit, maybe about till 20s, to give a bit of smoothness to the cloud. We can reduce the shadow to deepen the darker skies, and we can decrease the blacks as well to deepen the darker skies. Have a look at it and increase the highlight a bit. Let's see, this is before, this is after. See, so much difference. Now let's work on these parts where we have these trees. Now again, to do that, if you go back to the background layer and if you lift up shadows, it will take shadows from this area as well, which we don't want. We want our road to look the way as it is, bit of dramatic, but we want to enhance the details of the trees. So again, same rule, we go to layers. So this time we are, same thing we are going to do, we are going to take one new filled layer. We go to Luma range, display mask, and this time we will remove the brighter pixels. This is one of the most beautiful tool I have fallen in love in Capture One, because the selection, it is so precise. So there is no right settings or there is no right numbers to it. You just have to go by your guts and apply the settings accordingly. There isn't really any right settings to it. Right. This looks pretty good, and we will refine the mask. After every time you made any selection to the mask or any changes, it is always a good idea to give a little bit of refinement, so it smoothens the edges and takes care of any sharp lines or sharp halos. So what it does, when you apply the settings, it will merge very nicely and seamlessly with the surrounding areas. This process can take sometimes little bit of time depending on the areas selected. You hit M on the keyboard. Now have a look at this mask. The darker areas are bright red and the brighter areas are light red. So what does this mean is, this is a mask based on the luminosity value of each and every pixels. So that allows you better control over your editing. So now if I lift the shadows up, and give a bit of contrast, have a look at it, before, after. We don't want too much of effect in this area, so what we will do, we'll take the brush, make the brush bit bigger and just remove the mask from this area. will work on this area separately. Right. And lift shadows little bit more. We'll go to color picker tool and we'll give little bit of tint of orange in highlights. And the reason I have done that, because light is falling from this direction and it is falling on these trees, so it is supposed to have some glow of sunrise, some glow of orange. Here you go. Huge difference. Now let's take one more empty layer. We will take this time and we'll take a brush, make a brush bigger and select this area. Let's hit M just to see whether everything is selected what we want. Hit M again, and now we go to exposure tab once again and we'll increase shadow slowly gradually in this area till it looks natural and the brightness value matches with the rest of the image. Right, this looks pretty good. Now let's see the overall image just for a little second. So this is before, this is after, this is how far we have come. Now if we want to work on this person sitting over here and highlight this little bit more, again we'll take one more layers and hit M, select the subject, go right click, refine the mask, apply, take eraser, make it a bit smaller, and let's remove some selection from the outer side, just like that. That's pretty much it. And just give slight exposure just to pop up the subject a bit, not too much, just a tiny. And let's zoom out completely. Yeah, that's it. There you go. This is before, this is after. See so much of difference. You don't want to go overboard with small areas like this, otherwise it will look very unnatural. And we'll warm this up a bit so that it matches with the rest of the scene. That's it. So we will go to background layer and go to color range again, and this time we will go to color editor and we will work on the luminosity value of each and every color separate. So let's go to green first and let's brighten the greens up a bit, just tiny bit, and make them little warmer green and increase the saturation just a bit. Now let's go to orange and decrease the brightness and give little bit of saturation. Now we will go to levels and we'll just give little bit of contrast. So we'll lift up the midtones, darken the shadows and brighten the highlights a bit. Little bit of darkening of highlight. That's it. Let's see. This is before, this is after. You can further enhance this area because you can see the sun coming through that window. So let's take one more adjustment layer. This time we will take a radial circle, use selection, hit M, right click, invert the mask, go to Luma range once again, and this will not work. Why it will not work? Because we want to select the inner part of the window. So if you work on the Luma range, then because outside also we have a brighter pixel and inside also we have a brighter pixel, so it will take the both. So what to do? It's simple. Just take the eraser. First let us remove selection from the outer side. Just hit one here, select shift, so it will work in straight line. Hit one here, select shift, that's it, select shift, there you go. Let's hit M again and just brighten the midtone a bit. That's it. This is little too much, decrease a little bit, and we will warm this up. This is too much, just a tiny bit. And let's take the eraser and remove this selection. Let's see how it looks. Little too much, so let's reduce. Yep, this is more realistic. So likewise we can take our time and then do each and every window like this. Maybe this window here, because this also has let's select this part as well. The M, so we know where we are working. Right click, fill the mask, put fill, yeah. That's pretty much it. There you go. This is before, this is after. Just very nice and subtle glow. Reduce midtone tiny bit more. That's it. Same thing, if we want, we can apply in this window as well, because here as well there is bright sunlight hitting this area. We can give one streak here as well to this part of this wall, and that's it really. Maybe a little bit on this area. So wherever the light is hitting, maybe a little bit of this inside, a little bit of this inside. So that's it. This is the final edit. So let's review once again. This is before, this is after. So I hope you like this tutorial of how to work with the layers in Capture One. It is a very effective technique particularly in images like this where you have a lot of different color range, a lot of dark areas, a lot of bright areas, and you want to work and edit each and every individually. This is very effective tool to give your photo the best result what you want. So with this is Tulsi Nayak signing out. Until I meet you again in the next video.